Good afternoon, everyone. Dr. Jaime Trent here. So it's the end of school year. It's getting crazy. But one of the things we are continuing to see a lot of is still strep throat. We've really had more cases of strep throat this year than I've ever seen. So strep throat, what is it? It is a bacterial infection in the throat. Symptoms are going to be sore throat, fever. A lot of times if you look in the throat, you'll see that the throat will be red. Sometimes there will be white patches, or you can see red dots on the top of the mouth. So like I said, it is a bacterial infection. So if you do have those symptoms, I do encourage you need to reach out to your primary care physician and possibly get a strep test and possibly an antibody. But I'm going to talk about some more natural options that you can either use in conjunction with that or as kind of a preventative. So if you've got strep going through your house, because you know when you have kids, if one gets it, they have a tendency to kind of just give it to everybody else. So these are some things that you could maybe put the rest of the family on, and also the person that has it, because this is just going to help their immune system fight this infection off quicker, and it will kind of help the reoccurrence also. So I'm going to go through 3 different products. The first one I'm going to talk about is going to be something from Standard Process called Congoplex. This has been one of my favorite products for years. We always have this in our house. This is great for any acute infection. So if you're been exposed to, somebody that's been sick with even just a cold or flu or anything, this is the first thing you do. You start taking this you can take like 12 a day, 3-4 times a day, and it will just really help boost your immune system. It just gives your immune system all the tools that it needs to fight off bacteria, viruses, and everything. So this is going to have all that nutrition in there for your body. So this is where I start. This one does also come in chewable for kids. So in dosage wise, if you actually if you're actually sick, we can do, honestly, you can do up to 24 a day, but I usually recommend about 3-4 times a day. If you're just wanting to take it more for maintenance or as preventative, you can usually just do 3 twice a day is usually enough. And with the chewable, the dosing, it kind of depends on body weight. With chewables, I usually do 1 per 10 pounds of body weight is just how I dose the chewables. So, all right, so that's Congoplex. So that's nutritional support. That's giving your body the tools it needs to improve your immune function. So the next 2 I'm going to talk about are more herbals. So herbals work a little bit differently. Like I said, nutrition is just giving your body what it needs to work better. Herbals are going to push it a little bit more. It's going to really encourage your body and strengthen your immune response. It's not going to overreact it. And I shouldn't say strengthen, it more modulates is a word that we kind of use. So it just helps it work better. It helps your body use the nutrition better. So that's why I usually like to use them both together. So the first one is actually andrographis. So it's called andrographis complex. It's an herbal combination. It has, sorry, I'm just clumsy today. It has your echinacea. So most people are familiar with echinacea. It really helps support the immune system. Also has something called holy basil. Holy basil is actually an adaptogenic herb. So it helps your body deal with any type of stress. Andrographis is the other one. So that was another one that's just going to really boost that immune response. And then another type, it has 2 different types of holy basil in it. So this one is amazing. Again, for any type of viral bacterial infections or just preventative. So I do have some of my patients who just chronically get ill. We'll just leave them on 1 or 2 of these a day throughout the winter, and they seem to do a lot better. So another one that we always have in our house. So as soon as any of the kids get sick, this is my go-to. I start taking this one. So then the other one is going to be an herbal throat spray. And that's just what it's called, herbal throat spray. So this one is going to be a combination. It's got the andrographis in it, the holy basil, but it's also got some marshmallow root. So this is going to be very soothing to the throat tissue. So this is going to be good not only for like strep throat, but anytime you've got any throat irritation. So if you like do a lot of talking, or if you get laryngitis or just irritated vocal cords, this would be a great thing to keep on hand. And you can just do 4 sprays to the back of the throat, and it really calms and soothes the throat. So, but if you're kind of having an acute, so if you actually have strep throat and are treating it, you'll want to do 4 sprays about every hour, until those symptoms kind of start to resolve. But if it's more preventative, you could get by with like 4 sprays 3 to 4 times a day. So, and I don't think I mentioned the dose on the andrographis complex. This one, I usually just, for either or, I usually do 1 capsule 3 to 4 times a day. Again, if it's acute for an adult, you can do 2 capsules 3 times a day. But that's kind of the dosage we usually do on those. So, all right. So if you guys have any questions on that, please feel free to reach out to me either through Messenger here on Facebook or comment on the live. Or if you want to talk with me more, I'm always available to do free consults on any questions that you have. So you can just call the office to get that set up. So have a great rest of your day, guys.